Hi YouTube. Hopefully this is recording. So I'm going to try and make a quick video while I have a few seconds. Life's been crazy as usual. I know that's my excuse every time for why my videos are late, but it's the truth. What are you going to do? Plus I had some makeup on my face, which is rare, and I decided that I should do a video while I'm looking decent for a change. My hair's not done, but at least the face is done. So anyway. Where am I? I am 29 weeks and I think a day today, and that's pretty cool. I had my OB. I'm totally scatterbrained. I really should write down things before I make videos, but I am a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person, and I just jump in front of the camera. I do a one-shot video. I don't edit it, and I throw it on YouTube. So that's how it goes. You get what you get. So I had my OB appointment with this new doctor that was recommended to me by a friend of mine. She was awesome. The doctor was awesome. The drive itself was a bit far. However, I don't know that there's really anything closer to me as far as that goes. Yeah, it was just really super far, and my car did not do so well. It was a whole tragic experience, really. I thought I had it all coordinated to go to this OB appointment, and my husband was going to meet me there and pick up the boys so that I could have like a calm experience visiting with my new OB and not worry about how long it was taking, because I knew it was probably going to take a while. It was the first appointment, which it did. It was like the most thorough OB appointment, if you know what I'm saying. Not my favorite. My doctor, I have known for so many years, and I've gone to see her so many times. She just knows me so well. She knows my body, like, frontwards and backwards and every which way, and she doesn't have me, like, undress or do anything. We basically, like, I come for my appointments, and we chat, and we talk about what's been going on, and she goes over concerns, and, you know, if we need to check for dilation or anything like that, she'll do it, but I don't have to do the whole robe bit, and so it was kind of... It was different to show up and have to completely disrobe and put on the gown and sit on the little paper on the table and stuff. But I did, and she was very nice, and she did a very thorough exam. She did a fetal fibronectin test on me, which, for those of you who don't know, is fetal fibronectin is a chemical that leaks into the vaginal fluid, I guess. If you're not interested in vaginal fluids, you may want to turn this off because it's a pregnancy vlog and that kind of stuff happens. But it leaks into the fluid when labor, to trigger labor. So I guess the theory behind this fetal fibronectin test is that if there is none of this chemical, for lack of a better term, I don't know what to call it, substance present when they take the swab, then chances are labor will not start within the next 2 weeks, so it's good for 2 weeks at a time. So that should mean that I am safe at this point. Since I had my appointment on Thursday, this past Thursday, I was just shy of 29 weeks, that I will make it to just shy of 31 weeks, easily, without issue so far. I don't understand exactly how the test works, because it doesn't really guarantee that I'm not going to go out tomorrow and like run a marathon or do 25,000 jumping jacks or squats or something and cause my labor to happen. Obviously, the test would be proven wrong at that point, but I'm not going to do those things to prove the test wrong. You know, in real life, I wouldn't do those things anyway. So, whatever, it is what it is. So, fetal fibronectin test came back negative, they called. What else to talk about? Oh, I did come back. This is probably a little bit of TMI, but it's a pregnancy vlog, and those of you who are interested might want to know it's pretty common during pregnancy, but I had a mild yeast infection, which is so lovely and glamorous. Comes along with pregnancy, but I've never had one before, so mine was pretty asymptomatic. I haven't had any symptoms of yeast infection. It wasn't itchy down there. No smells or anything gross. So I was kind of surprised when they called me up and said that I needed to go get this prescription to take care of it. So I'm currently on that. yeah. What else to update on? Sorry, I'm totally scatterbrained. My husband should be coming home any minute. Oh, to go back to rewind to the day of my appointment, I drove, it takes probably about 40 minutes to get to my doctor's office from my house. That's in no traffic, and I made my appointment later on in the afternoon about 4 so that he could meet me. He'd get off work a little bit early and come get the boys, which he did, which worked great. However, after the appointment, it was dark. It was an extra long appointment, so it was like nighttime, and I was stuck in horrific East Bay traffic, which I'm not used to. I am a country bumpkin, Portland, Oregonian kind of girl, and we don't have traffic like that, especially where we used to live, and I don't drive in it for sure. So I wasn't used to sitting in traffic, and my car had just been driven here from Portland a week prior to that, and had some issues that my husband wasn't so sure about. And magically, I have a self-fixing car that had fixed itself, and he thought that I was okay to drive it. There was no check engine light on. There's nothing wrong with it. It drove absolutely fine to the appointment. However, coming back home, sitting in traffic caused suddenly my car started to emit like these horrific fumes into my driving space, and I'm breathing this in, like starting to panic because, hello, I'm pregnant, and I'm breathing in these toxic fumes, and I have no idea what it's coming from. I don't know if my car is going to spontaneously combust at any given moment. And if you guys have watched my other pregnancy vlogs, this has also happened to me before. When I was in labor with Roswell, my van overheated, and I was stranded on the side of the road in Portland. So I am prone to being stranded along the side of the road. I think it's time that I have a new car, like as in brand new, so that I don't get stranded any longer because it's really getting old. And I just don't have the energy to deal with it. Anyway, so I roll down the window, and I'm like hanging my head out the window like a dog, breathing the air as I'm driving because I didn't want to breathe in the fumes that were coming in because I didn't know what they were. I didn't know if they were chemical, if it was something burning. It was just a horrid smell, and I've never... like it was super, super strong, like almost making my eyes burn. So I pulled off quickly. My dash light started to flicker out. Obviously, it was some electrical thing. And I pulled off at the last point of no return to where it was going to turn to a dark, windy country road for the next 6 to 8 miles, and there would have been no one for me to ask for help. I have no cell phone. I do now, but at the time I had no cell phone to call anyone. So I pulled over in this little shopping area, happened to find a shopping area with businesses still open and a very nice man who was willing to let me use his cell phone. And also made me crave pizza at the same time. Anyway, so called my husband. He came out. Then, suddenly I'm obviously like big and pregnant and looking stranded, and my hood's up, and all these men, like probably there were 5, I think, at one point, trying to diagnose my car and be the hero of the situation, and none of them had any clue what was wrong with it. And one by one, they sadly walked away, dejected looking, because they couldn't save the day. So that's kind of my funny story, but not so funny at the time. So my husband came, and we drove home. Well, he limped my car home, and I drove us home. And today we're getting ready to go pick up the car. It's now been fixed. It turned out to be a heater motor or something, completely insignificant. It didn't affect the way the car was driving, which is why I was so confused. It was just this chemical, horrid smell that made me think my car was about to blow up. And so they fixed that, and hopefully that's all. I have this bad feeling that it's not all, because it never is all, and it was a pretty expensive fix. You'd think it sounds simple enough, but it wasn't. So anyway, that's my story of my first visit with my OB. I have all kinds of other appointments I need to make. She wants me to get another cervical length ultrasound with one of the perinatologists at the local hospital here, which I need to make that appointment, and also they're going to check for growth to see how big the baby's getting. Also, I need to go in for lab work. I'm not a fan of the way that her office does things, merely for the fact that every single appointment is at like a different location and I have to make a separate appointment for it. My other doctor, I could just go to her office and it was like one-stop shopping. They'd take my blood, they would do an ultrasound, they could poke me with whatever they needed to poke me with, and send me out the door, and then I didn't have to come back for a month. So being now that I have a car that is struggling and I'm just not looking forward to this. I'm at the point where I'm ready to just say, screw it, I don't want to go to any more appointments. I want to just stay home and keep the baby cooking until I am 37 weeks plus and it's safe to deliver and everything will be fine. I wish I could just do that. My husband's like, why not? Let's just do that. I'm like, because you can't do that. I mean, they want to monitor me. They want to see if I need steroids for the baby's lungs. They want to do all this stuff. And I am sounding so whiny, so I'm going to go. But there's your update. And this video is looking super choppy. I don't know why. I think our internet's being slow. So that's it. My husband should be home any minute. And this video is like 11 minutes long. So hopefully you're still with me. And I will update you again probably after the next appointment or maybe sooner. We'll see if anything significant happens. So as far as the baby goes, my belly's getting huge. Can't do belly shot because I'm like right up on the wall here. It was the only place that had decent light at the moment. So there you are. I will talk to you guys again, probably 30-ish weeks or so. And I hope all of you are making healthy choices. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.